Be me, 26 years old. I work as a junior marketing analyst at a mid-sized firm in downtown Chicago. My life is a spreadsheet. I wake up, I scroll. I go to work, I stare at a screen. I come home, I stare at a slightly smaller screen until I pass out. My average screen time is 7 hours and 43 minutes a day. I know this because my phone sends me a shameful weekly report every Sunday morning. I have phantom vibration syndrome so bad that my thigh muscles twitch when I'm in the shower. It's a Tuesday in November, and the sky is the color of wet concrete. I am sitting in my cubicle, pretending to analyze Q3 engagement metrics. In reality, I am refreshing Twitter for the 10th time in 3 minutes. My brain feels like it has been dipped in lukewarm static. My coworker, Dave, lines over the gray fabric partition. He asks, "Hey, Anon, are you coming to the happy hour at Miller's?" I look up, my eyes blurry from the blue light. "I don't know, Dave. I have a lot of work to catch up on." It is a lie. I have absolutely no work. I just want to go home, order mediocre pad thai, and watch YouTube video essays about movies I have never seen. Dave shrugs and adjusts his glasses. "Suit yourself. The new freelance designer is coming." She's supposed to be cool. I decide to go because my apartment is depressing and my roommate listens to minimal techno at full volume. Miller's Pub is dark, loud, and smells of stale beer and wet wool coats. People are shouting over the generic classic rock playing on the jukebox. I am clutching a lukewarm IPA like it is a lifeline. I check my phone under the table every 45 seconds. There are no notifications. There never are. I look up and I see her. She is sitting at the far end of the booth, listening to Dave talk about his fantasy football leg. She looks bored but polite. She has dark, messy hair tied up in a bun and is wearing a thick, oversized cable-knit sweater. She is not wearing much makeup, just a little eyeliner. She looks tired, but in a way that suggests she has been doing something important. The most striking thing is that she is not on her phone. Everyone else at the table is glancing at their screens. She is just sitting there. She is sipping a whiskey ginger and looking around the room like she is actually observing reality. It is almost unnerving. Dave introduces us. "Anon, this is Sarah. She's the freelance graphic designer we brought in for the Ray brand." Sarah smiles at me. It isn't a customer service smile. It is a real, slightly crooked smile. "Nice to meet you, Anon." "You look like you need a charger." I blink, confused. "What? You keep patting your pocket. Low battery anxiety." I feel my face get hot. Yeah, I guess it is a force of habit." She laughs, and it sounds like a real laugh, not a polite chuckle. "I used to be like that, then I realized the world doesn't end if I miss an email." She pulls out a notebook from her bag. It is a physical paper notebook with a leather cover. She starts sketching the pattern on the coaster. I am fascinated. "You don't use an iPad?" I ask. "Batteries die," she says without looking up. "Paper endures." We end up talking for 2 hours. Dave and the others fade into the background noise. Sarah is intense but quiet. She talks about architecture, about how the city smells different in the rain, and about 70s folk music. I keep waiting for her to check her phone. She never does, not once. It is sitting face down on the sticky table like a weapon she has disarmed. Meanwhile, my hand is twitching. I want to check mine so bad, but I don't want to look like a junkie in front of her. Eventually, the night ends. We exchange numbers. She writes mine on her hand with a black Sharpie. "I'll text you," she says. "Cool," I say, trying to sound casual. I watch her walk to the train station. I immediately pull out my phone. I have 14 junk emails and a text from my mom asking how to use the Roku remote. I feel a weird, hollow emptiness in my chest. The next day, I am useless at work. I stare at my phone, waiting. Every vibration makes my heart jump into my throat. Is it her? No, it is a Domino's pizza offer. No, it is a LinkedIn notification about a job I don't want. Noon rolls around. Finally, a text comes through from an unknown number. "Hey battery boy, it's Sarah. Coffee later." The dopamine hit is so strong I almost fall out of my chair. I type back immediately, "Yeah, sure." When and where, I realize I replied in 3 seconds. I look desperate. I tell myself it doesn't matter. We meet at a small cafe that smells like roasted nuts and old books. She is already there, reading a paperback novel. There is no phone in sight. We talk and it is easy. She tells me she hates social media. It's just noise, she says, looking me right in the eyes. It makes you live in a performance. I want to live in the world. I nod like I understand. Internally, I am thinking about how I need to post a picture of this latte art to my story. I don't post it. I am trying to be better for her. Fast forward 3 months. We are officially dating. It is different from any relationship I have ever had. She doesn't text back instantly. Sometimes it takes hours. Sometimes she leaves her phone in the other room when we watch a movie. At first, it is refreshing. I feel present, I feel seen. We go for walks by the lake. We cook dinner together. We have sex that feels intimate, not performative. But the addiction is deep in my brain. The wires are crossed. The cracks start to show in month 4. I am at work and I am stressed. My boss is writing me about a spreadsheet error I made last week. I text Sarah, "Hey, rough day, need a drink later." I send it at 2:03 p.m. The status says delivered. I check at 2:15 p.m. There is no read receipt because she has them turned off. I check at 2:30 p.m. Nothing. I check at 3 p.m. I see she is active on Spotify on the desktop app. She is listening to Fleetwood Mac. So she is at her computer. Why isn't she replying? My brain starts spinning out of control. Is she mad at me? Did I say something weird last night? Is she with someone else? No, don't be psycho, Anon. She is just working. 4 p.m. arrives, still nothing. I send a follow-up text, "Hello." I immediately regret it, it looks needy. 5:30 p.m. arrives, finally a reply. "Hey, sorry, I was in the flow state with a logo design." "Yeah, come over around 7. Relief washes over me, but so does anger. It takes 2 seconds to text back. Why does she make me wait? I go over to her apartment. She is happy, covered in graphite smudges. She kisses me. I am stiff. "What's wrong?" she asks. "Nothing, it just took you a while to reply." She frowns and puts down her tea mug. "I was working Anon. I turn my notifications off when I design." "Yeah, but you were on Spotify." Her eyes narrow. "Are you monitoring my Spotify activity?" "No, I just saw it on the sidebar." She sighs. "Anon, my phone is a tool. It is not a leash. I am not ignoring you. I am just focusing on what is in front of me." I say I get it. I don't get it. I feel unimportant. By month 6, the dynamic shifts completely. I become the chaser. She becomes the runner. I text her good morning every day at 7 a.m. She replies at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. or sometimes noon. I send memes. She sends haha hours later. I start checking her Instagram following count. Has it gone up? Who is this new guy she followed? He is a photographer. Of course he is. He is a cool guy with a beard and a film camera. I stalk his profile. He takes pictures of mountains and naked girls in lakes. I feel sick to my stomach. I am an Excel sheet guy. I am boring. Sarah is vibrant. I need to lock this down. I need constant reassurance. It is Saturday night. We are at a party, a gallery opening for her friend. I don't know anyone there. I am clinging to my beer bottle. Sarah is in her element. She is laughing and talking with her hands. She looks beautiful. I pull out my phone. I start scrolling Reddit. Sarah comes over to me. "Hey, put that away. Come meet Julian." "Who is Julian?" "The artist." I put the phone away. I meet Julian. He is a pretentious guy with round glasses. He ignores me and talks only to Sarah. "Your energy is so grounding, Sarah. You aren't plugged in like everyone else." I feel a sharp spike of jealousy. Later in the Uber home, I am quiet. "Are you okay?" she asks. "Julian seems to like you." She rolls her eyes. "He is gay Anon and he is married." Oh, there is a long silence. "Why are you always on your phone when we are out?" she asks quietly. "I didn't know anyone." "So, meet people, look at the art, be there." I was there. Physically, yes, but your mind is always somewhere else. You are always looking for the next notification. I get defensive. I have to stay connected for work. At 9 p.m. on a Saturday, you don't understand. "I think I do," she says. "I think you are afraid of silence." The big fight happens on a Tuesday in June. I haven't heard from her in 24 hours. I call her, voicemail, I text her, nothing. I drive to her apartment. The lights are off. Panic mode engages. Is she dead? Is she cheating? I sit in my car outside her building for an hour. I am refreshing, find my friends, but she never accepted the request. Thank God, or I would probably be in jail for stalking. Finally, she walks up the street. She is carrying a grocery bag. She looks peaceful. I get out of the car. Where were you? I shout. She jumps, startled. Jesus, Anon, you scared me. I called you 5 times. I texted you. I went camping for the night. At the dunes, my battery died. You didn't tell me. It was a spontaneous trip. I needed to clear my head. You can't just disappear, Sarah. People worry. She puts the bag down on the pavement. She looks at me with sad, tired eyes. I didn't disappear. I was right there on the earth. You know what I mean. Anon, this is too much. What? This, the tracking, the panic, the constant need for digital validation. It is suffocating. The words hit me like a truck. So what are you saying? I think we need space, real space. Like a break, like, I can't do this right now. She picks up her groceries. Please go home, Anon. She walks inside the building. She doesn't look back. I stand there on the sidewalk. My phone buzzes in my pocket. It is a spam risk call. I throw the phone onto the passenger seat of my car. The screen cracks. I don't care. The next 2 weeks are absolute hell. I text her. She replies once, please respect my boundary. I need time. Then radio silence. I check her social media. She posts nothing. It is like she ceased to exist. Meanwhile, I am drowning. My work suffers. My boss calls me into his office. Anon, your numbers are off. You look like shit. Get it together. I can't sleep. I lie in bed staring at the blue light of my screen. I scroll through old texts. I analyze emojis she sent 3 months ago. I listen to voice notes she sent me just to hear her voice. I am a ghost haunting a digital graveyard. I realize she was right. I am afraid of silence. When the phone is off, I have to be with myself, and I hate myself. It is Friday night. I am drinking alone in my apartment. My roommate is out. I make a decision. I need to find her, not to stalk her, but to understand. Where did she go when she went camping? She mentioned a specific trail at the Indiana dunes once. Cowles Bog. My drunk logic says, if I go there, I will find the piece she found, and then I can fix myself, and then she will take me back. It seems like a flawless plan. Saturday morning, I am incredibly hungover. I drive to Indiana. My phone is at 12% battery. I forgot my car charger. Panic sets in. I park at the trailhead. It is hot and humid. There are mosquitoes the size of birds. I start walking. I am not an outdoorsman. I am wearing Vans and jeans. I am sweating instantly. I check my phone. No service. My heart rate spikes. What if I break a leg? What if I get lost? I keep walking. The trail goes through a swamp, then up a steep sand dune. My legs are burning. My lungs are wheezing. People pass me. They are fit people with camel backs and hiking poles. They smile and nod at me. Beautiful day, one says. I grunt in response. I hate this. Why does she like this? It is dirty and hard and uncomfortable. I reach the top of the dune. There is a view of the lake. It looks like an ocean. I can see the Chicago skyline in the distance, tiny and gray. I sit down in the sand. I pull out my phone. It is dead, black screen. I reflexively tap the power button. Nothing. I tap it again. Nothing. Anger rises in my chest. I want to throw it into the lake. I sit there for 10 minutes, fuming. I am just breathing. I am waiting for the panic to kill me. It doesn't. The wind blows through the dune grass. I hear the sound of waves crashing below. The sun is on my face. Slowly, the noise in my head quiets down. The imaginary notification bell stops ringing. I look at the city in the distance. Millions of people are down there. They are staring at screens. They are answering emails. They are getting dopamine hits. Sarah is somewhere down there, or maybe she isn't. And for the first time in weeks, I realize I don't know where she is, and that is okay. She is free. And sitting here with a dead phone covered in sweat and sand, I am free too. Just for a minute, I hike back down. It takes an hour. I get to my car. I plug my phone in. It boots up. A flood of notifications comes through. Emails, texts from my mom, the group chat blowing up. I look at the screen, it looks alien. It is bright, demanding, and artificial. I don't open anything. I put it in the glove box. I drive home in silence. No podcasts. No music, just the sound of tires on asphalt. It is Sunday. I wake up. I don't reach for my phone immediately. I stare at the ceiling. I watch the sunlight hitting the dust motes. I get up. I make coffee. I drink it on the balcony. I leave my phone in the bedroom. It is hard, my fingers itch, but I resist. I go for a walk without it. I feel naked. I see a dog. Usually I would take a picture. Today I just pet the dog. The owner is cute. We talk for a minute. I don't ask for her Instagram. I walk away feeling lighter. Monday comes. I go to work. I focus. I finish my spreadsheets by 2 p.m. My boss is impressed. Good turnaround, Anon. I leave at 5 p.m. on the dot. I go to a bookstore. I buy a notebook. I sit in a cafe. I write about Sarah. I write about the dunes. I write about the addiction. It feels clunky and my handwriting is terrible, but it feels real. 2 months pass. I haven't texted Sarah. It was the hardest thing I have ever done. Every day I wanted to, but I knew if I did, I would lose the progress. I upgraded to a dumb phone for the weekends. It is a flip phone, no apps, just calls and texts. It makes me feel like a drug dealer from 2004, but my anxiety is down 80%. I am sleeping better. I started hiking regularly. I bought actual hiking boots. I lost 10 pounds. It is August. There is a street festival in Wicker Park. There is music, food trucks, and crowds. I am there with Dave and some work friends. I am actually listening to Dave. Turns out he is going through a divorce. I never knew that because I was always scrolling while he talked. We have a real moment. I buy him a beer. I turn around. I see her, Sarah. She is at a booth selling art prints. She looks the same. Messy bun, oversized shirt. She sees me. I freeze. My flight response kicks in, but I stay. I walk over. Hey, I say. She looks cautious. Hey, Anon. She looks at my hands. They are empty, no phone. You look healthy, she says. Yeah, I've been touching grass, literally. She smiles, that crooked smile. I went to the dunes, I say. Oh yeah, Cowell's Bog, almost died on the incline. Phone died at the top. That is the best place for it to die, she says. Yeah, it was. Silence hangs between us, but it isn't awkward, it is just quiet. I'm sorry, I say, about everything, the suffocation. She nods slowly. I know. I appreciate you giving me space. I needed it too, I didn't know it, but I did. A customer comes up to buy a print. I step back, I watch her work. She is gracious and present. When she is done, she turns back to me. I missed you, she says softly. The real you, the one under the static. I'm trying to keep him around more often. She hesitates. I'm done here in an hour. Do you want to get a burger? There's a place around the corner that has no Wi-Fi. My heart hammers, but it is a different kind of pounding, not the anxious panic, just excitement. I'd love that. We eat burgers, they are greasy and messy. We talk for 3 hours. I don't check the time once. I don't know if anyone texted me. I don't care. She tells me about her summer. I tell her about the dumb phone. She laughs. You went full analog. Baby steps. I still have the iPhone for work. But it stays in the drawer on weekends. She reaches across the table. She touches my hand, skin on skin. It is better than any notification. I'm proud of you, she says, and I feel it. Validation, not from a screen, but from a human being. It echoes in the space between us. I walk her home. We stand at her door. The streetlights are buzzing above us. Moths are flying around the bulb. So, she says. So, I say. Are you going to text me later? She asks, teasing me. I smile. Probably not. I'll call you tomorrow, though. She grins. Good, call me. She kisses me. It is soft, slow, and real. She goes inside. The door clicks shut. I stand there for a moment. I listen to the city. I hear sirens, laughter down the block, and the wind in the trees. I reach into my pocket. I feel the outline of the phone. I leave it there. I turn and walk to the train. My head is up. My eyes are open. The freedom echoes louder than the silence. And for the first time in my life, I am listening to the music of my own existence. Be me, I am happy.